Okay. I'm going to be monitoring chat. So if people have questions, we will answer those as much as we can. But that is how we're going to do it. All right. So I'm going to pause this. Okay. There we go. I'm all set to go. So, all right. If you guys are in chat, please say hello. And when we get started in about 1 to 3 minutes, when we get more people coming into the Zoom, and you guys can put your questions in chat and I will answer them. Um, oh, okay, sorry, I got something assigned to me. Okay, so the way that this works, if anybody hasn't been here before, is this is like an office hour style. So what we do is we answer your coding questions and then either I answer them or the community. And it's a way for people to learn and it's a way for people to get knowledge and stay accountable. So that's what we do. And yeah, it works out pretty well. So, um, if you guys are here in chat, please say hi. I want to know who's here. And we'll get started just shortly. Let me make sure the waiting room is working. Yep, okay. So we have we have me and one person in Zoom, but I'm sure that more will join shortly. Um, so let's just wait a minute here and then we'll get started. I'm curious if y'all have questions today. I'm sure we'll have some questions. But yeah, we'll see who shows up, and it will be a good Learn to Code Tuesdays. Okay, so let me get my stuff together here. And if you guys want to be in the Zoom, let me know and I can arrange that. And then we can get started that way. Okay, so I think I'm going to get started. I just need to, okay, here we go. Okay. I'm sure more people will be filing in. I just got an email here. I'm just quickly checking everything before we get our start for today. I've just got a bunch of emails. I'm just trying to make sure people can get in. I know we've had some issues with that. Zoom has been zoomy. So, yeah. All right. So, let's get started. Finally, welcome everybody. My name is Taylor, and today is Learn to Code Tuesdays. So every week we answer your coding questions live on YouTube and Zoom. The Zoom is pretty quiet today, which is all right. I know it's been a very snowy week for everybody. I know here in Texas, at least where I'm at, we've had some ice, and I believe in North Texas they had a lot more snow than we did because I'm in the Austin metro. But yeah, hopefully y'all's weather has been good and hopefully you've not been snowed in. Of course we've been, I guess, iced in, but anyway. So hopefully everybody's having a good week. You know, the plus side of this is that you guys can have more time to code, I guess. But yeah, hopefully you guys are having a great week and you guys are ready to take on the world today. So as always, I answer your coding questions through Zoom or YouTube or Mastodon or any social media. I'm now on Threads for now. I'll talk about that later. But yeah, let's see. If you guys are in chat in Zoom, tell me who's here. And if you're on Zoom, I know we only have one person so far, at least as my looking at this. But I'm sure more will file in. Probably just being slow. I know it was a slow morning for me today, trying to get around and everything, but that's always how it goes sometimes. So, that is how that is going to be today. Pretty quiet week so far, but I know it's always going to be always happening depending on whoever shows up. So, well, let's get started with some questions. I did have a couple from last week that I wanted to go over. One of them is Techopolis making a Python course. So Techopolis is the company I work for and that hosts Learn to Code Tuesdays. And what we do is we make on-device AI apps, and we are a mobile app development shop. We primarily make apps for Apple platforms. So I'm an iOS developer most of the day. I do other stuff as well. Yes, we're looking into a basic Python course. I don't have any announcements or dates yet, but that is something we are looking into. So that will be coming hopefully, I don't know, in the next 3 to 6 months. We'll see. I'm not going to promise any timelines. So that's a good question. Thank you for asking it. Okay. And then another question I had in the last week's archives I couldn't get to was, or actually no, this was submitted after the broadcast had ended. What do I do if I'm trying to learn how to code and I'm trying to find an accessible place to go? That's a good question. I know a lot of places online are not very accessible for learning to code, for a variety of reasons. A lot of them are like very visual in nature. And so here's what I would recommend, depending on what you want to learn. There's a couple of sites out there that I like. One of them is Free Code Camp. It's a really cool site. It's free completely and it's very accessible. There's also Codecademy that's decently accessible and they have a free version, but it's not fully free. But Codecademy is another one to look at. And then, of course, there are things like, oh, welcome. There are things like the W3 schools. Again, they're not fully free, but you can get like lifetime deals on all of their stuff. They usually have those every summer or different times. I did that. I got their entire full access curriculum for $300 and some dollars. So they do have like 75 to 95% off sales sometimes. So that's a good place to look. There's also LinkedIn Learning that can be good, or just like other programming books. So those are the places that I recommend if you want to try to learn different things and you need accessibility. It all depends on what you want to learn, but those are some things that I would check out, and then if you have more questions, you can ask. Welcome whoever just showed up in Zoom. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And let's see who showed up here. Let's see. Welcome, Lauren. Zoom.
Hi, thank you.
Do you have any questions, Lauren? Have you looked at the free code camp stuff yet, Lauren, or how's that going? I know we talked about that last week.
It's something I've been really, really busy with other projects and other stuff going on. I never really got a chance, but
That's okay. Trust me, we've been all busy this week. I know. I was
and
scrambling.
yeah, I hear you. And not to mention, I'm gonna have to listen on my own to the HTML discussion thing because it's hard. I just have such a hard time following any YouTube Tia Quinn does it. I mean, they're close the head and body, tag the head and tag the body. I can't even follow what's that mean. And the thing is, I'm gonna have to do like one at a time, listen, and really get it for lesson one. Otherwise, it's not working. I mean, it's like I don't know where to go with it. It's like I have a hard time understanding.
That's a good question. And Free Code Camp also has very good HTML stuff. So you may consider that. That's actually where they started as being web developer stuff.
Oh, that's interesting.
So you may want to.
You mean before they did Python?
I'd recommend it. Yeah, I'd recommend that actually, Lauren.
Oh,
for you. I'd recommend going through the It's called the front end web design. It's just the basic stuff. You build a cat photo app. I'd recommend doing that. You learn all about HTML. I'd probably recommend you do that
Sure.
first rather than Python.
Uh huh.
You should check that out. That will probably help you a lot.
Well, Markdown, I know I want to learn more. That I wanted. That sounds more like I wanted to,
Well, actually,
Visual Studio Code.
Markdown's actually pretty simple. Meaning like it's great to learn first before HTML or Python because really Markdown there's different like symbols and things. So like the number sign,
The number sign, I know.
yep,
Well, yeah,
that
not
number
comments.
sign once is a heading, and then
Heading,
twice,
right,
yeah, three, whatever, four, five, six, and then star star is bolding, like you bold something
right.
in Microsoft Word, and then you could either do the tilde, the grave accent 3 times for coding for code blocks. So there's a lot of good Markdown tutorials out there and a lot of good like Markdown cheat sheets, and it might be helpful for you to look at different Markdown cheat sheets and code tutorials. Um,
That's what I'm gonna, yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I mean it because I listen to, is there any marks down with a screen reader? I mean, I know you do one, which is great. Um,
actually I do have an old video somewhere.
right.
Um,
But is
and I'm
there any
also yeah, I
is there
do, and
anything I
there's
could
different
find
flavors of Markdown.
marked down with a screen reader? Is there anything offhand?
Oh, with a screen reader? Honestly, Markdown is so like general. Like you could follow, the way I learned Markdown is I followed a general cheat sheet.
Oh,
Um, yeah. So,
interesting. And it's
yeah.
accessible, even
Oh, yes.
so free code camp. How about the Code Academy? They keep giving me these promotions from Code Academy.
Code
Is that
Academy
good
is pretty
too?
accessible, but I would probably start with Free Code Camp.
Uh huh.
Just to get your, I don't want you to spend any money yet, just to get your things off the ground, because I want you to use Code Academy when you can actually use those promotions and you can be able to get the most out of it.
Right. Well then, okay, then that's what I'll do. How about LinkedIn Learning?
LinkedIn Learning is good. Do you have access to it?
I did at one point. I should probably sign up again. That was a long time
Well,
ago.
I would probably start with Free Code Camp first. If you, well, okay, there's one caveat. Do you get LinkedIn Learning from your library or other institution, or do you pay for it?
No, it's I think I don't know how I did it. I think I may have filled out the form and just from LinkedIn, a free version of it, free
Yeah, there's like a free month, but what I would do first is do Free Code Camp, and then you
uh
can
huh.
learn move to the others. Let's just take one thing at a time.
Right. Okay. Because that's why I've still been curious about this advanced Python. But if it's advanced, then
Well, and I made
yeah.
an announcement earlier. I don't know that you caught it because you weren't here yet. Techopolis is planning a Python course that's probably going to come out in 3 or 6 months. It's going to be only text based.
Oh,
Uh, yeah, and it's going to be on our classroom platform. Again, it's not fully confirmed yet, but we know we're going to be doing it sometime this year. It's going to be a self-paced course. You could do it whenever you want.
oh, that's great. Is that basic or is that basic
Yes, it's
like
fully basic and it will have a small fee attached to it. So it'll be like, very small.
uh huh
So that way people can, get value out of it.
uh huh. Wow. Okay. Okay. And then so what? So because what Bits is doing, that's more like high level, right?
That
That's
is for
more
building NVDA add-ons. You do not need to be
add
doing
build.
that right now. And and I would say anybody who's watching this, if you don't have basic Python skills, you should not be um you should not be doing advanced Python yet. You need to be doing the basics first. You need to
Right.
have
Well,
those basics. You need to know loops, you need to know classes, you need to know
oh, okay.
functions. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I know. I still know very little. I mean, I know. I still know like the variable's name equals
Yep,
Lauren.
yep, yep, yep. And I
I
think
mean,
I think Lauren, it would really help you to have like a text based, so that not audio, like text, And so that's what ours is going to be. It's not even going to be audio. It's just going to be all text, and then there's going to be coding exercises that you can do
Okay.
online.
Uh, excuse me. Okay.
So that's what ours is going to be. And it's just going to be on our Google Classroom platform.
Okay. Great. And HTML. They're doing JavaScript also. I don't know the first thing. I'm gonna have to
JavaScript.
just
So did you know that the web is made up of three parts? HTML, the hypertext markup language. That's how you actually lay the foundation. Like that's your, your lists, your links, your, other
headings
elements,
and
right?
right.
Yeah, that's like the foundation of your house, kind of. And then you have the CSS. That's kind of what makes your house look pretty, right? That's what makes your page look pretty.
Styles. Right.
Yep, styles, cascading style sheets. And then you have JavaScript. That's kind of like the electrical that connects everything together, right?
Uh,
So that's kind of what
uh,
makes it, when I press this button, it will actually move to a different room, for example. You know, so it'll help connect things together.
oh, I see. The problem is that they're teaching JavaScript on a night when I can't do it. I'm in choir
Don't
rehearsal.
do JavaScript right now. Only do HTML. And then
Right.
in 3 to 6 months or whenever our course comes out, I'd work on our basic Python course because it will be very basic and it will be all through text. So you don't have to worry about hearing anybody. You could just do it at your own pace.
Oh, that's great. Okay.
So I would focus on that. And it'll be also in a book form. So you could just load it into your Victor Reader or whatever player you have because it will just be an EPUB. So it'll be a course, but it'll also be in written book form.
Okay. I have it because well, I just have a computer. I don't. I tried
Well,
EPUB for something else.
yeah, I
Job.
said like Victor Reader, like, because I know a lot of blind people have
Right.
reading devices.
So I
So
could just.
yeah, I'm just letting, like I said, it won't come out for a little while, but when it does, you will be able to take advantage of it, and you may even be able to pre-order it. We'll see what happens. Um,
That's great. I mean, I'll have to figure out about the payment. You mentioned you mentioned fees. I'll have
it
to.
will be very small, like not even like $50. It'll be like 25 or even
Uh
like
huh.
maybe 15. It'll be that small a fee.
Because
So it
I
won't
don't know how
be.
to pay online or pay pay. I never learned to pay on my own, or I don't have any means of unless I get some kind of assistance. But
Yeah, well, like I said, that's not something we will figure out here, but
right.
we'll sort something out.
Okay. Well, that's great. I'm excited about to hear that. That's great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks. You've given me a lot of words of wisdom. That's great.
Well, I really try. That's what these sessions are for.
Right. Well, thank you. I'll certainly keep listening.
Yeah, awesome.
Great.
All right. So, let's see here. Anybody have any questions in chat? I don't think we do any. And let me check my other chat here. Checking everything here, and I don't think I see anything here. Wait a minute. Here we go. Okay, I think I see something here. No, okay. So just YouTube. Okay. So, again, another thing that people are asking is, um, will I be able to get a job after free code camp? So this is a pretty interesting one. Again, really it all depends on your drive and your determination and your job interviewing and job skills. So what I will say personally from me is I've never gone through the typical developer interview, right? Where you have to write out everything on whiteboards or other things. So I've never gone through that, just because the jobs I've had are working for startups. So with that caveat in mind, I will say that yes, you could get a job from Free Code Camp, but Free Code Camp's not going to do everything for you. You have to be able to hunt for jobs and interview for them. They have like a Free Code Camp mentoring hour once a week on their Discord. I'd go to there if you want to like get help learning or come here. But again, I'm not a job or coding job expert. I will be the first to admit because I've not done the formal coding interview where you have to write things on whiteboards or other things. So having that out of the way, yes, you can get a job with Free Code Camp, but you have to be able to find the jobs and be able to show your experience. I'd probably have a good portfolio that you can show employers. That would also be helpful. And I'd say that also for freelancing, if you're going to work for yourself, I would have a good portfolio that you can show your clients or whoever asks for it, and that way they could see your work. That would definitely get you high, very much further, especially if you're self-taught. Um, let's see. I'm going to, there we go. Okay. Um, me. There we go. Okay, I had to fix them real quick. So, that is something that I would keep in mind, and I will, I'm just trying to, somebody's asking a question on Discord real quick, so many places. Um, but yeah, so hopefully that helps. Whoever asked it, it was an anonymous question, so hopefully that helps you. And yeah, um, I'm just putting this real quick in Discord. Okay, there we go. So, um, let's see what else we have here. I think I got a couple more questions that I've gotten accumulated over the week. Um, okay. So another one that I have got is, can I learn Python if I've never programmed before? Yes, Python's actually one of the most easy languages to learn if you've never coded before. The reason is it's very beginner friendly, and the syntax, aka the way you write code, and the language you use is very easy. It's almost like English, and it can be very effective to be able to write in Python because um it is easy to write, and it is versatile, so you can do a lot with Python. So yeah, I'd recommend learning Python if you've not learned to code before. Okay. Let's see here. What else we got? I'm just looking at my stuff here. Let me check my, here we go. Okay. So, next one. I have, can I use AI to code? Yeah, everybody's doing it now, but the thing that I will most definitely say is that don't use AI as a crutch for not learning the fundamentals. In order to be a good coder, you need to have good problem solving skills. You need to be able to understand what the code is doing and when the AI is generating it, because trust me, AI can make big mistakes sometimes, and you need to be able to know how to prompt the AI. So, what I will say is that yes, you need to know the fundamentals of what language you're working on. Now, of course, the next follow up question would be, what fundamentals do I need to learn? So, this is an interesting one. I would say that the fundamentals that you need to learn for coding in order to be successful with AI are really the following. You need to know what variables are. You need to know how to print things to the screen, like if you're doing console applications. You need to know what functions are, control flow, if else, switch, etc. Loops, while, for, for each, do, like all the different loops in the language that you're working on. I'd probably say then at that point, you need to learn about different like language features. So some languages have like optionals like Swift. So I'd probably learn about those. And then I'd probably learn a lot more about like, if you can write small programs and do like small projects without AI first. And then I would probably make sure that I'm brushed up on things like classes and object-oriented programming if the language of choice that you are working with supports those. So those are kind of some of the things that I would learn if I was trying to learn to code so that I could use AI eventually. Right? I wouldn't just jump into vibe coding. I know that's a very popular topic. Welcome. But I would not do that if you don't know the fundamentals because it can get you in deep, deep trouble if you are not careful. So I would definitely learn some fundamentals before you actually get into coding with AI and doing big projects. Welcome, Stephen. Um, yeah.
Audio now unmuted.
No.
Hello, Taylor, and everyone.
Yeah, hello. How are you doing today?
I'm very well, and thankfully very warm because it is very cold where I am.
I was just
Uh,
talking about that when
I
I
wish
first
I could.
started this broadcast.
I wish I could program my way out of that one. Let me tell you.
Well,
Uh, I
I,
did bring two questions for you, and
go ahead.
they're about resources for learning. I'm an old school programmer, and I mean old school like when Gerald Ford was in the White House, old school.
Oh, wow.
I've been doing it for a long time.
Okay.
And I need to upgrade and brush up my skills, and I'm looking for some good manuals, particularly on Apple specific programming like Swift. I know they don't use
Ooh.
Cocoa anymore, or
Okay.
or maybe they do. And I'm looking for a good current C manual, maybe C
Ooh.
plus or C plus plus, whatever's current. And of course, I need to knuckle down, and learn Python.
Okay. So I can answer two of those things. C, I've actually never done, but I think I have a resource for you. Um, okay, so let's start with Apple because that's actually what I'm known for.
Right.
So this Learn to Code Tuesdays is actually sponsored and well helped by. It's a company called Techopolis LLC. It's where I work, and we are app developers. We have an app development shop. We make apps in the App Store. We made some of the most popular ones that you've seen in the blind community, and also some other ones that we have for sale. And so we actually it just turns out that we have a Apple app development course that we're teaching Swift and Swift UI and how to distribute apps to the App Store. It's fully free and it's also very accessible. We got a lot of blind people in that class, and we also have a lot of sighted people in that class. And I can send you the link to join it. We are on week 10. However, all the recordings are on our YouTube channel as well as the Google Classroom. There's quizzes each week, there's different exercises, and we also have office hours. I happen to be the TA. My boss and CEO, Michael Doise, if you've heard of him, he is the teacher of the class. He's been doing this since 2011. Um, or 2012. So I'll send you the link. Now for Python, um, Blind Information Technology Specialist, if you've heard of them, they had a Python class, and I think they're starting to open it up for people.
Okay.
Techopolis is also in about 3 to 6 months, hopefully sooner. We are having a self-paced Python course that you can take on our Google Classroom platform that we use for all of our courses. And it's all text-based. You don't have to worry about audio or video. And it's all interactive. So you could be able to complete different exercises and quizzes and things. And it will have a very small fee, very like between $15 and $25 just for the whole course. So those are some resources that you could take advantage of. And then for C, there's this text or what is this thing? I saw it a while ago. It's this building a text editor with like it's either C or C++, but it literally you learn the language by building a text editor. I
Oh,
learned about
cool.
this when I was in college, so I'll try to send these resources in the chat. The Python course is not out yet, but you can subscribe to. I'll send you the Techopolis newsletter, or you can obviously be on the Learn to Code Tuesdays because I will talk about it when it's available for pre-order. But if that is something you're interested in, I will be able to give you the Apple app development course. I'll send you that right now. We're doing that right now,
Oh,
and then I'll
yes,
also give
please.
you the C thing.
Yeah, I'm interested in all of them.
Yeah, let me start giving these resources. Let me give you the resource real quick here.
Cool beans.
Um, but yeah, does that help?
Yes, it absolutely does.
I'm gonna send you the resource. I'll first start with the Apple app development.
Right?
Let's see. It's all like on Zoom as well, so you could talk to other students. And it's really cool. Let me find it here. Where we go? Let's see.
Okay, I happen to be on my phone at the moment. Sometimes I'm a bit stupid. When I get into the chat, can I flip that out and save it somewhere, I presume?
You should be able to. I'm gonna be
Alright.
also. I have a Substack blog that I post things on, and I'll probably be posting all of these resources there as well. So if for some reason you can't get it here, I'll be doing like a weekly recap of these calls.
Oh, great. Yeah, believe it or not, I am on Substack, but I almost never use it. That is going to happen.
TaylorArt.substack.com is my blog, my publication.
Okay, what is it again?
So it's Taylor, Taylor,
Right?
Arndt, ARNDT
Right?
.substack.com.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you can subscribe there. I'll try to get this to you right now.
Mhm.
Let's see here. I'm gonna try to. But yeah. But hopefully that makes sense. And what
It
do you
does.
want to do with the Swift knowledge and the Python and all this stuff?
I don't know. That's the thing. The Python stuff, I'm interested in NVDA add-ons. I don't know where it'll go from there. I've been out of this business for a long time, and I figured with the way things are going, I need to get back in, get my hand back in.
You know, that it's interesting because like I'm much younger. And like, I program for a living. Of course, there's also AI stuff. I just sent you the link in chat. Let's see.
Yeah, I saw one of them just come through.
Yep. I'm gonna find the C one real quick. Where'd
Now I
that
have
one
to
go?
figure out how to do this on the phone.
I
Hey,
don't.
this is Francis.
Hey, Francis.
So one of the things I'm trying to do or working on is getting into web accessibility testing. With this background, it actually would be like a plus when I get into it. Well, I'm having issues trying to get into the program right now, but at this point, having programming background, that would be a plus, if you will.
Yes.
And as a web accessibility tester, you can actually work from home into your 60s and 70s if you wished to do that.
Yeah,
so
I've worked at some of the bigger accessibility firms in my career. Yeah, are you doing that now, Francis? Are you working
no,
in accessibility?
I'm trying to get into the program, but my counselor's dragging the feet. So
Are you trying to get in through accessibility officer?
I'm going through. There's a program with Helen Keller, and there's a program with I forget the other one is. There's two that I know of.
Well, there's
And
there's three. There's Carroll Center,
yes,
Helen
that one,
Keller,
Carlson.
and the accessibility officer one. I
Yeah.
would probably go for the Carroll Center. It's more reputable, in my opinion. Again, I've been doing accessibility for over 8 years.
Mhm.
So I actually taught myself and then got into the field.
Mhm.
I didn't go through any programs, but everybody has different paths. And honestly, at this point, I would because the career directory is interesting. There's
Yeah.
not a lot of good accessibility jobs out there. I mean, there are some, but like one thing that I will say is that there's this company called Fable. Have you guys heard of it?
FABEL.
FABLE, I think it is.
Okay.
They're from Canada, but they like recruit testers who are in all different countries to do accessibility testing, blind or screen magnification or other things. And you just be a 1099 if you know what that is in the US.
Yep.
So basically you're a self-employed
Right.
contractor. So I'd look at Fable as well.
Okay. Just Google Fable and you should be able to get
Yeah,
it.
I'll send you the link. I'll send the chat link.
Okay, that sounds good. That gives you an idea. Yeah. So
Yeah. Well, so how is like what are you trying to do with accessibility? You just want to get into the program?
well, what I wanted to do really is to be able to go, help people, with their websites, kind of like as a consultant, if you will.
Yeah. Do you want to
Um,
be self-employed or work for somebody?
I'd rather be self-employed if I can do that, but
Okay,
I
yeah,
may have
that's
to
gonna
work
have
for
a
somebody.
yeah, that's gonna have a lot of things. Trust me, I've tried to do that. I couldn't really find clients.
Right.
That yeah, you're gonna have to have a lot of experience and you're gonna have to work for somebody at first.
Yeah, I
But
figure, yeah.
if you're gonna work for yourself, I'd probably start with Fable and then
Uh-huh.
finding other clients, well, like
Through
when
the
you're not doing Fable stuff.
right.
And you could
Yeah.
technically start Fable like tomorrow or whenever you want
Uh-huh.
to do it. Like you could just send it, fill out the form, and then you could start whenever. And
Okay.
they pay starting rate of $20 an hour.
Hey, that's not bad. I'll look into that.
Yeah, I just sent the link. There's a community thing where you can join and be a tester.
Okay.
So, also, before you get into the program, I would brush up on WCAG. Do you know anything about that?
Yep. Yep. It's a headache
Um,
if you don't know what you're looking at.
right. Do you know anything about ARIA or other things?
Yes, I know a little bit about that stuff. I did web programming back in the day before they did the new version.
I would probably
Um,
refresh your memory on the new standards.
yes, so I need
And
to
I
work on
would
that.
probably, if I were you, I would look at different like how to do accessibility reporting and things like that. Have you done that before, like writing accessibility reports?
No, no, I have not yet. No, that's why I wanted to go through the program so I can learn how to do some of those stuff that I haven't done yet.
Yeah, usually I'll just give you some tidbits and things while you're waiting for the program because maybe it'll help you get through it. Accessibility reporting is usually done in a few different ways. The most basic of one is like a simple spreadsheet, and
Yep.
it has different columns like the title of the issue. It has something like the description, the priority, and then it has like recommendations. It has all of those different things. There's actually accessibility reporting templates online.
Aha. Okay, good idea.
So I would look at reporting and I would see, because reporting can be very important. You'll have to look for like things with buttons or other things like, so reporting can be extremely important. That's one of the skills that you'll have to learn. Do you have low vision or are you just like no vision?
I use a screen reader.
Okay. Yeah, because so in some companies, what they'll do is they'll pair you up with a visual auditor.
Right.
And then in other companies, they will have you do your part asynchronously, and then the other auditor will do theirs, and then they'll combine them together. It all
Right.
depends on what kind of company you work for.
Right.
And if you work for yourself, the challenge will be you need to find somebody else who can help you with the visual auditing.
Visual, right.
So
Yeah,
keep that
I
in
thought of
mind.
that. Yeah, I remember that. So, because it's not all, it's visual and non-visual, really. So,
Yes, yeah, you need both of those parts.
yeah,
So hopefully that helped you. Hopefully you'll be able to get in soon though.
yeah. I'll look into Fable and the Shoot. I didn't know about that. So,
Yeah, look into that then because you should be able to at least get some kind of money while you're waiting for your counselor.
hmm
And it will really help you prepare yourself for the accessibility testing world.
Sounds good.
Because you'll be actually working with real customers.
Right.
And they will train you as well.
Okay.
So yeah, Fable, look into all those things, but of course keep us updated on your progress.
I will do that. Yeah. This is exciting. There's something I can do, like I said, 50s, 60s, even my 70s,
You can, yes.
Yeah. Well, I may be senile by 80, but maybe I can do it then. Yeah. It's,
Yeah, you can do it for as long as you want.
yeah. Yeah.
What were you doing before accessibility?
I was, I taught technology, assistive technology. I also
Oh, a
taught
trainer?
Braille. Yeah. So I did the Office Suite, of course, iPhones, PDFs, just little stuff like that. Um, Mostly teaching new blind students how to learn how to be blind, if that's the right way to put it. I don't mean to
Yeah.
offend people, but they need to learn how to do that. So,
Are you doing that now?
no, I so what I did is I quit my job to move to Iowa because they have better schools here, and our son was staying here with his dad, so we decided to join him. So I'm in between jobs now.
Well, and maybe, like I said, pick up on some free code camp, pick up on even programming, because that will help you with accessibility. They want,
Yep.
things like that. So I'd pick up on things, I would, it all depends on what you want to do, but I would definitely look at some of those things I mentioned earlier.
Yep. I will do that. I think I'll look into actually what I want to do is the Python and the HTMLs where I think I will focus on.
Yeah, and honestly, when our Python course comes out, like I said, it'll just be a very small fee, just so it
Yeah.
can cover all of our expenses.
Right.
Because we want to
So,
help people.
yep. Sounds good. And then I'll look into that one, the one you're all doing already.
The app lab development one?
Yep.
Well, do you have a Mac? Because you're going to need a Mac or an iPad.
Or an iPad. No, I don't. I need to get one. Oh, yes, I do. We do have an iPad. Yes.
How old is it?
I want to say it is probably, is he 26? So probably 5 years old. Might be too old.
I don't know. Does it run the latest version of iOS or iPad OS?
I believe so. Yes.
Then you're fine. You just need Swift Playgrounds. Do you have a keyboard?
Yes, I do.
You should be okay. Enroll in the class, and you can watch it from the beginning. And you can, you don't have to catch up to us, but you can watch it from the beginning, and you can learn exactly how to set up things.
Okay. Sounds good.
And if you get a Mac, that's also cool too. When you can eventually get one.
I'd like to get one, but I just haven't got around to getting it.
Well, the more skills you have at this point, the better. So you can take our Apple App Development class, and you can ask questions in the course, like the board. It's like called the stream,
Mm-hmm.
and you can ask questions. And the Python class will work the same way, except it won't be live. It will be all like asynchronous. So you do it whenever you want,
Right.
and new material will be uploaded every so often.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah, sounds really good.
All right. Well, I'm inspired to keep going. So.
Exactly.
Yep. All right. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Go back to mute.
Yeah, Lauren, if you have a second, I have a couple more questions.
Go ahead.
You mentioned about fundamentals. What are the fundamentals to learn HTML and Markdown? I mean, what are the things that need to be, because when I'm listening to the lessons, the discussion groups, I'm gonna have to really. I know they have a question answer, but I hear the different modules, not modules, but the different recordings, and I'm like, that's so complicated. I mean, what's
Lauren, I would not listen to the discussion groups yet. You're not ready for that, and it will make you really frustrated. Instead, I would take a more simplistic approach. What I would do for you right now is I would ensure that you know the following items: headings, lists, links, tables, and like lists and things, but like
Yes.
tables and things can come in like bold and italic. I would learn those first, make sure you're solid on those, and I would practice those over and over again. and I would make sure that you understand how that all works. And then, the group is going to go way far ahead because, that's just, I know the people running it and they're going to go way far ahead.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. I'm glad you're saying this. I mean, I know the web. I know the elements. I know that stuff. I know all the internet basics and stuff like that, and intermediate even. I know that stuff. But that one, but yeah, that's true. I'll see what I'll get it. I'll practice and I'll see what I can do then.
You cannot skip ahead from the fundamentals into the intermediate if you don't know the fundamentals.
Uh huh.
It's not going to work. That would be like having a no foundation on your house.
Right.
That's not going to go well, is it?
Right.
No.
That makes sense.
Start
Okay.
with the
Then
basics.
start with the basics. Okay.
Yeah. And don't worry about
Right.
what they're doing. You should not keep up with them. If you do, it's going to make you more frustrated. I
Right.
know how that
Okay.
group operates. And so, yeah, I would do that first.
Okay. I hear you. Okay. Great. And thank you. And you mentioned that Techopolis is on YouTube. What's the channel so that I can get the material, like, well, the stuff that you guys are doing, or what's on
Yeah,
YouTube.
it's just Techopolis Online, and maybe also it just really has our course recordings for our Swift class. All of the courses going forward are probably going to be text-based to
Uh
include more people, and those will be in classroom.
right. Okay. Okay. Well, then I'll check that out. Okay. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Thanks for your advice.
I try. I'm glad you find it
Thank you.
helpful.
That makes a lot of sense. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Any other questions? What are y'all thinking? I know. Let's see here. We like I said, there's a lot of different questions, and I'm very happy about that. So what other questions do y'all have? Or if you don't have any, that's okay as well. But hopefully all these resources will be helpful for y'all. And hopefully you will be able to understand all this stuff, and then I'll be posting blog a recap from yesterday or the last one and this one. I got really busy last week. It was an interesting week at work, so we're trying to put up about huge new updates for our apps. I will send some links if you guys want to know what we do and things to the chat, because I know people are like, "What is Techopolis?" So I'll send the links. And yeah, that way you guys can look at what we do. And if you want any of our apps, that's always cool as well. We like having people have our apps as well. So there is the apps, or that's our website. So, yeah. Any questions from any of y'all? If not, that's okay. Just a short session today. That's always fine as well. We don't need to be here longer if than anybody else needs to be. So, last call for questions, and then we'll go a little early so we can keep working on our stuff. I want to make sure you guys have plenty of time. So, any questions? Last call.
Hey, Taylor, this is Francis.
Yes.
These links, will you be posting it on the on your notes?
Yeah, I will be posting them on the Substack. So if you guys don't know, I'll send the link to my Substack. It's taylorarnt.substack.com.
Okay, I get that. I look at it. I just want to make sure because I
Yeah,
haven't
all of
copied
these
all of
links will be
these. So.
posted, and you
Okay.
can be able to follow me on like different social media platforms, and I'll probably send an email out to the registration list.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any last questions? Oops, I'm getting a bunch of emails. Let's see. I don't think I have anything else. Okay. All right, so I think that's going to be it, y'all. But thank you for being here and keep following us for all of our updates. And I'm super excited for everything that we're going to be doing at Techopolis. And yeah, I'm excited for y'all to experience what we're going to be doing. And I hope you guys have a wonderful Tuesday. We will talk again next week. So save your questions and we'll talk next week. Bye, everyone.